The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
King. You draw focus. Watch the ship. Go, let's go. My time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Washington.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
Watch the twist. Tight dog.
On the ground, it's Geis. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. This is Geis. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Third down, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Fournette, a first down carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Real. Switch. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield now from the 50. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he is all the way up past the 25. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Haskins. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Following the interception, Mayfield got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180. Regular.
A shotgun give to Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Run.
Mayfield on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Geis. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Tighten down. There you go.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check 43.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points. A field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Haskins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, it's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Haskins going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact that time, he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They come out here in the I. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the ground, Geis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
56 to Mike. Pistol. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Haskins will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken very short. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, Haskins. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check out.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 52. Done. Run. 56, right there, 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left sideline, incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent. Play really setting the tone for this third quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the set. Now guys stripped. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defense...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bills 33, Redskins 7.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. To the roll. West. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Here we go.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now Haskins. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13.
Mike 56. Smith. 56. 56. Watch the run. Alert, 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 alert. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. What's up? What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Here as he's taken down. Jordan Phillips able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll run with Geis. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Haskins, 3rd and long. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And give him a gain of 37. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Trey Quinn, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert, 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 alert. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Let's go,
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, alert 33. 25, check 25, check 25. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Check, check. Fresno. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check, 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 check. He's checking. He's checking. Crash, crash. Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Haskins down around his goal line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down, Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mecole Hardman, 43 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
56.
What's that?
6, right there. 56.
Run.
I'm coming. SOS.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They start on the ground with Geis. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Check 56. Here we go, here we go. Watch check. Lucky.
Now Leonard Fournette. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Regular. Know your job.
Now it's Yeldon running right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
56. Watch one.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm gonna run you over. Check 37.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, DeMarco. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's the fullback DeMarco. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. They will hit the road next.